What's up? It's Sam Walker here with Ringside Intel, here to provide the top 10 heavyweights in boxing. This is being recorded on June 17th, so if you see it a little bit late, of course, we're going to have an update for you soon. At number 10, we have Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson, if you recall, was angling to fight Deontay Wilder on August 3rd. Of course, that got thrown out the window when Wilder lost to Zhilei Zhang, and now that means that Martin Bakole is going to step in and face Jared Anderson on August 3rd. That's a big fight for the division. Bakole is a guy who's just outside of our top 10. With a win over Anderson, he will announce his arrival in the rankings, and very much a contest to watch coming up soon. At number 9, we have Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce was able to bounce back from his dual losses to Zhilei Zhang, and he took that win over Cash Ali. Now he's got another confidence builder against Derek Chisora that's coming up in July. Definitely not the fight a lot of people wanted to see for him. He's 38 years old, and time is ticking for him to sort of get back on track and make a run for another belt. But Chisora at least is a recognized name, and if he gets a win on that, then we'll see perhaps a big step up in competition. At number 8, we have Agit Caballel. Caballel is coming off of a big win in a WBC title eliminator against Frank Sanchez. Body shot put him down. Great work on his part. Kind of got to see what's next. I mean, a lot of pieces in the division need to move around. But for right now, Caballel is our number 8. At number 7, we have Filip Hrgovic, dropping a couple of points here from our last rankings. Horribly timed loss to Daniel Dubois for him. The IBF was considering stripping Alexander Usyk of their title from him because Hrgovic was the mandatory challenger and it had been a little while for him. They gave an interim tag on this fight as opposed to stripping Usyk, a big chance for him to really announce his presence in the division, but he dropped that to Daniel Dubois, and now he sort of has to go back to the drawing board. But for now, he at least remains number 7. At number 6, we have Zhilei Zhang. Zhilei Zhang definitely gave us one of the knockouts that we'll remember come the end of the year against Deontay Wilder. In fact, he knocked Deontay Wilder completely out of our rankings this go around. Unfortunately, though, Zhang may not be able to capitalize off of such a high-profile win just yet. A lot of the other pieces in the division seem to be moving in opposite directions right now, and he just might end up being the odd man out, but for right now, he's our number 6. At number 5, we have Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois put on a great showcase against Filip Hrgovic, was able to stop the Croatian's momentum, and now he steals a lot of that shine, and it looks like he's going to be fighting Anthony Joshua. That was the chatter pre-fight. We'll see how that plays out, but the feeling was that whoever won that fight was going to see Anthony Joshua next. If he does get to fight Anthony Joshua, that is a tremendous opportunity to really stamp his claim as one of the elite heavyweights in the world. At number 4, we have Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker, as of now, is not scheduled for another fight, but he is spoiled for choice as far as where he wants to go. And it's just a matter of who wants to take on that challenge. This is a guy who was able to score a couple of pretty big upsets against Zhilei Zhang and Deontay Wilder recently. So I can't imagine there are a whole lot of people lined up around the block to fight this man. But for right now, he is at our number 4. At number 3, we have Anthony Joshua. Joshua was most recently seen knocking out Francis Ngannou in his second professional fight, giving us one of the more spectacular moments that we've seen in combat sports this year. It was presumed that he might be fighting Daniel Dubois, who won the interim IBF crown recently, but nothing is signed yet. We don't know for sure. For right now, AJ remains at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Tyson Fury. Now, Fury is coming off of his loss to Alexander Usyk, his first professional loss. But I think more importantly, Fury, in a lot of those good moments in that fight, showed that his fight against Francis Ngannou could have been a fluke. It was believed that he undertrained and did not take Ngannou seriously, since Ngannou was a MMA fighter coming into boxing for the first time. But he answered a lot of those questions about what he had left, putting on a great showing, even though arguably should have been stopped at some point. But still, he will have a chance for redemption later this year. He's our number 2. And of course, our number 1 is Alexander Usyk, the undisputed heavyweight champion, the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis like 25 years ago. So that is a huge accomplishment, and obviously good enough to be number 1 in the heavyweight rankings. Now, of course, he's going to have to defend those belts in a rematch against Tyson Fury that was announced, seemed like moments after their first contest ended. Now, we'll see what happens there, but right now we got an undisputed champion, which means we have a clear number 1 in the heavyweight division. division. And that will do it for the June 2024 heavyweight rankings in boxing for Ringside Intel. Remember, stay locked into our YouTube channel, stay locked in to us on MSN, and check out that website. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell that friend to tell 10 more friends. I'm Matt Walker. Peace.